Rob man, Rob man, Rob man, Rob man, Rob man, Rob man. The Wolves are out already. The Wolves are out already. The funny thing about doing a football podcast, and we'll get to the intro, but the funny thing about doing a football podcast is that you realize that you understand why America, the average reading level is the eighth grade, bro. Because people don't listen, people lack comprehension, people don't understand the points that you're trying to make, even when you are very, very specific, dog. And we'll get to that, man, because that's a prelude to the Ashton Jeanty conversation that we're gonna have again, which I'm already over and tired of. But again, I have nobody to blame but myself, right? Because I decided to introduce that conversation, man. But
He put it out there.
we put it out there, man. So this is the NFL, the Fin Out of Water Football Show, man. Again, this is going to be another episode where we don't actually have a Dolphins game to react to because the Dolphins are playing on Monday Night Football against the New York Jets. So we're going to finish off the show or finish off this episode with a preview, man. But on today's docket, man, this is the NFL football show of the week. Every Sunday you can catch us, man. Fin Out of Water. If this is your first time or you are a long time listener, basically we react to the Sunday slate of games right after the 4 o'clock game is done, leading you into the 8 o'clock game, which is the Dallas Cowboys and going to be the Green Bay Packers today. But on today's episode, man, obviously we got to go ahead and break down this Chiefs and Ravens disaster for the Ravens. I wanted to go ahead and talk about Jaxon Dart and just give my opinion of what his debut was. I want to also, with you, Rod, react to these freaking Eagles that just won't die, bro. They're like a leopard, dog. You can't get rid of these bastards, dog. And it's very annoying, bro. So, where you want to start, man?
I mean, it's only right that we start at, with some Super Bowl contenders, bro. Supposed Super Bowl contenders.
Supposedly, man. So right there, man. 425 primetime game of the day, man. Well, I'm not gonna say the primetime, but the mid primetime game of the day. Chiefs Ravens. I thought this game was gonna be much better than it actually was, bro. I'm gonna say this right out the gate. The Baltimore Ravens have never beaten the allegations, dog.
Oh shit.
They're never beating the allegations. Seriously, they're never beating the allegations. To be 1-4 with the team that they have, with the quarterback that they have, with the Super Bowl winning coach that they have, they're too talented on this team, dog, to be 1-4, dog.
Go 1-3.
I mean 1-3. They're too talented. Like, we came into this season saying they got no choice but to make the Super Bowl, bro. They don't look like they might even make the playoffs at this point.
Oh man.
So I'm it's not even the fact that they're 1-3. It's how they're going about losing these games, dog. Like, that's the crazy part, bro. Yo, Hunt, what up, baby? Hey, trust me, we
What's going on?
we got the Ashton Jeanty convo coming, my boy. Don't worry. I know that's what y'all here for. I know that's what y'all here for. People already in the comments telling me I'm wrong and this, that, and the third. We gonna get to that, bro. Just stay tuned. We gonna get to that right after we discuss this debacle by the Baltimore Ravens, right? But back to the conversation. Fam, y'all can't be going out like suckers like this, man. The whole hood is rooting for you, Lamar. You got the hood on your back, dog. We are fighting against racism right now, bruh. We need you to do better right now, dog. Like, we need you to beat the allegations. We need you to prove all of these dudes and these old guard NFL personnel dudes who keep saying Joe Burrow is better than you, who are trying to say Justin Herbert has already leaped you, who dad says you're not as good as as Josh Allen, who gave Josh Allen your MVP last year, and all of you doing is justifying them giving Josh Allen your MVP last year. This Chiefs team ain't even good, man. I get it, you got hurt, but by the time you got hurt, the game was already over.
Oh, it was already out of hand. It was
It
already.
was already out of hand. And again, this is where it gets kind of strange because, and this is a criticism that we've had multiple times where we always talk about the haters. Like we always talk about the team that lose, and we don't give enough credit to the team that wins. So trust me, the Chiefs did what the Chiefs do. Like, what can we even say about the Chiefs? They grind you out, they beat it out of you, and they just know how to win. Like
Well,
go ahead, Rod. Go ahead.
not to cut you off, but I just wanted to make this point because I've seen a lot of people have been really quick to do this. Like everybody is just ready to have the Mahomes is dead parade. Like everybody just can't wait to say that Mahomes is not one of the 5 or 6 best quarterbacks in football. And I think he pretty much reminded everybody that if you give him any kind of decent weapons, he can put it up on. He can run it up on you. He can run it up on you. Doesn't help that Baltimore's defense has not been good this year, and their schedule hasn't done them any favors. They've had 3 Super Bowl contenders in what 3 out of the first 4 games.
Yeah, but if you gonna be like that, bro, you got to get through this though. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure. For sure.
Like
Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. I mean,
Zay Flowers,
Zay.
that offensive line. Todd Monken, who engineered one of the greatest, most efficient offenses we've ever seen just last year. Right? So it's like we can't keep giving this dude Bell. We can't keep giving the Ravens Bell because it's not just Lamar. It's the whole team. Like they know, they feel the pressure. And once they feel pressure, they get that booty juice, man. That lemon booty, man.
You see, and now it's like obvious. Like now it's obvious. Like you see it now. And what's up with Derrick Henry, bro? This man never fumbles, dog.
I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed because one of our preseason, and we're going to talk about that as well, right? What we got wrong coming into the season, what we got right coming into the season. I have a lot that I got wrong, right? Like I got a lot. Chief among them is the Baltimore Ravens, bro. Like bro, if you told me that the Baltimore Ravens are going to start 1-3, I would have said, bro, get out of my face, dog. I would have slapped you. There's no at all me thinking that they would have got to this point. But that is what's going on right now. And it's just, this is early. You could come back from this. They can figure, this ain't the first time that their defense was ass and they figured it out. That it is early. The difference is that the great teams, the teams that you could actually see and actually have championship morale and character, they not starting 1-3. Y'all ain't done enough to start 1-3. You got y'all have something to prove. You proved that by beating the teams that are supposed to be your competition, the people that are supposed to be in your way of winning a championship. You proved that by beating the Bills, by beating the Lions, by absolutely beating this version of the Chiefs. The Chiefs can't have y'all number, man. Not no Xavier Worthy is our number 1 receiver, Chiefs, man. Come on, man. 37-year-old Travis Kelce still giving y'all the blues, man. Kareem Hunt still giving y'all the blues, man. Y'all still falling for the same Steve Spagnuolo blitz packages, dog. Y'all still falling for them. They played the Ravens as if they were a division opponent. They knew everything that the Ravens were going to do. They had a plan for everything. You would have thought the Chiefs were in the AFC North. They knew how to attack them. They knew how to score on them. They knew how to drive on them. And worst of all, they knew how to mentally break them. They squeezed the soul out of these dudes in 2 quarters.
Oh yeah, it was hard to watch. It was hard to watch, bro, because it was a slow death, a slow prickly death, bro.
So where are you on the Ravens right now, Rod? What do you think happens with the Ravens going forward?
Well, when it comes to the Ravens, Herbie, they're in a division that has a ton of questions. When you look at the Browns, you look at the Steelers, who have looked good with A-Rod, but we don't know how long that can be sustained. And then you look at the Bengals. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. You look at the Bengals, who they're not going to have Burrow for pretty much the rest of the season. I think the Ravens have a very strong chance of being able to bounce back. I don't think being 1-3 is like a harbinger of doom for them, but I will say that I, all the hype that I had for them, all the belief I had that this maybe could be the year, it's I mean those expectations they have to be tempered, right? When you look at look at the way that they've blown some of these games, Herbie. You look at they were up like that game against the Bills. Like there's no way you lose that game. You're up 15 points in the fourth quarter. You were dominating the whole game. And then you end up blowing it at the end, 41-40. You look at their home performance against the Lions, where the Lions completely bullied. Like, when can you ever say that the Ravens get bullied? The Lions bullied the Ravens. The Chiefs today bullied the Ravens. And that's not something that we're really used to seeing. We're used to seeing the Ravens be the bully. But it seems like to start this season, outside of obviously the Browns, who are not good, against the other competitors, against the other teams that the Ravens are on that level or supposed to be on that level, they're letting these teams bully them. They're letting these teams punk them. And I think the Ravens will bounce back. They might even be able to win the division. It seems like it's going to be them in Pittsburgh in the end. But if I were to give you my faith meter measurement for these guys, it's not high, right? Like you see the way that they've been performing. It just doesn't seem like they have that bravado that they normally have. They don't have that. The defense I expect to improve, bro, because they can't get any worse. But this Ravens team, Herbie, they just scream a team that's going to fall short. It's almost like an eventuality, right? And that's not what you want to believe with a Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry led team. But they haven't really given us many more options. It's still early in the season, Herbie, but it's not looking good for them. It's not looking good for them.
But it is still definitely early in the season, bro. So we'll see. We'll monitor that, man. But let's get the people what they want. I see people in the chat. Y'all ain't here to talk about the Ravens. Y'all ain't here to talk about no goddamn Jackson Dart. Y'all ain't here to talk about none of that. Y'all want to see me eat crow. And I got 2 words for you. Fuck you. It ain't happening, baby. It's not. It ain't happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. And what I'm talking about right now is in regards to Ashton Jeanty. Ashton Jeanty had a really good game today, bro. But here's the beauty. This is the reason why I refuse to eat crow. This is the reason why I'm not going to say I'm wrong. This is the reason why I'm not going to do none of that. I stand by what I said. Because what did I say? I said Ashton Jeanty is a very good running back. I literally said that. People have such selective hearing when it comes to high draft picks. If you don't say this person is the best thing that you've seen since sliced bread, anything less than that is an insult. I literally said at the end of our last video, if you watch the video in total, Ashton Jeanty could have a Maurice Jones-Drew like career. Maurice Jones-Drew was a multi-time Pro Bowler. Maurice Jones-Drew was so good that he has a secondary career on TV. What is... I'm supposed to eat crow because I said the guy could be as good as Maurice Jones-Drew? And that he's a very good running back?
That's right. That's right. What they talking about, man?
Like seriously, bro, stand on business. I'm supposed to eat crow for saying that he's a very good running back. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? People don't hear anything unless they hear what you want them to say. I said, even in the comments, when I went back in the comments, people saying, man, he's like Trent Richardson. I was like, whoa, relax. He's way better than Trent Richardson. We not finna do that. Because he's better than Trent Richardson. The people I compared him to, he's better than Trent Richardson. He's better than Leonard Fournette. I said that multiple times on all videos that we have. Going back to the first video, the only thing that I contend is that he is not special. Y'all can't say that he's special when there's not anything that he has done special to this point. Even on that touchdown run, that 64-yard touchdown run, Omarion Hampton had a more impressive run on the same day. Like, like if Omarion Hampton is doing something similar, how is what he did special? Do y'all understand what the word special means? Special means you're doing something that is uniquely unique to you. I don't think anybody else could do what you do. When I watch Bijan Robinson cut, move, all this kind of crazy stuff that he does, the only thing that I can say is that dude is special. When I see Saquon Barkley hit a spin move and literally jump over somebody backwards, the only thing I can say is that mofo is special. Running, getting a 60-yard touchdown untouched, and you barely could run away from the person that was chasing you who you had an angle on, that's not special. That's something that a very good running back could do. Travis Etienne, matter of fact, let me pull it up right now. Travis Etienne had about 160 yards. Does anybody think Travis Etienne is special?
Nope.
Huh? Does anybody think Travis Etienne is special? No. Bucky Irvin had a 60-yard touchdown reception today. Does anybody think Bucky Irvin is special? You wouldn't say Bucky Irvin is special. You would say Bucky Irvin, man, that's a good running back. That's a very good running back, right? Travis Etienne averaged 6.5 yards carry and had 124 yards today. Does anybody think Travis Etienne is special? No. You're only calling Ashton Jeanty special because he was drafted in the top 10. I'm talking about the product on the field, what he's actually done up until this point. And to prove my point further, that people could have, or matter of fact, hold on. Shout out to the homie DeAndre, dog. Their argument in defense lately is that his yards after contact are like 5 or so yards more than total. Listen, I get the point. And the point that I was trying to make into that is, it is when people, put it like this, people look for anything to justify their preconceived notions. Part of the reason why he got hit so much at the line of scrimmage is because he's slow to the line of scrimmage. There's 11 people coming this way. I'm going forward. They're coming to me. You think they're going to say, oh, we got to let Ashton get warmed up so, he could get it. No, bro. No, I'm coming full speed, dog. If you're not matching my speed, bro, I'm already going to beat you to the spot. Even on the touchdown run. And again, this makes me sound like a hater, which I don't want to be a hater. Look at the feet work. Look at the footwork. Look how slow it took for him to get the top speed.
And the blocking on that play was fine.
The blocking was phenomenal. Yep. All we have said is there has been opportunities. He just has not maximized those opportunities. The reason why I even did the video to begin with is because I hate when people try to always blame other people for the lack of success for the person that you think should be more successful. We showed that these guys are blocking. Do they block all the time? Hell no. They had one of the most egregious, worst plays I've ever seen in the same game, where the nose tackle ran right past the center because the center was pulling and just completely forgot about the nose tackle. You're going to have bad blocking and you're going to have good blocking. 9 times out of 10, the real special ones always take advantage of the good blocking. Ashton wasn't always taking advantage of the good blocking up until the point. The video evidence was there. Like, the video evidence was there. Like, I can't. That's why we did the video. That's why we showed the film. It's way better to actually see. Nothing I said was a lie. And again, because he had a really good game today, that makes us wrong. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you people who had good games. I'm going to show you some people who had good games, man. This is Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette had a 225-yard game, bro. Is Leonard Fournette special? Leonard Fournette had a 181-yard game his rookie season. Is Leonard Fournette special? 2 touchdowns and a receiver touchdown in that game. Is he special? Would anybody say Leonard Fournette was a special running back? He had 131 game. He had 130 game. He had 27 yard game. He had 113-yard game. Does anybody consider Leonard Fournette special? Oh, how about this? Trent Richardson, one of the greatest busts of all time. Trent Richardson had a 122-yard game. Average 5.1 yards per carry. And he's one of the greatest busts of all time. Bad football players can have good games too, man. Hey, him having a good game is in line with him being a very good running back, which was my whole point. A good running back can have a good game. But is he special? Have you seen him be special? Now, his ability to just never go down on the first hit, that is special. I cannot take that away from him. He might end up being the best possible version of Trent Richardson. He might be who Trent Richardson was supposed to be. But I don't see a special running back. I see a good running back. I see a very good running back. I see a running back who could have a great career. But to be special, my standard of special is just very high. Saquon Barkley is special. Adrian Peterson is special. Derrick Henry is special because he's a freak of nature that we probably will never see again at the position. I hold that word to a very high standard. That doesn't mean you're a bust by me saying you're not special. But that's how people take it. Because people don't listen. People hard-headed, man. People are very hard-headed, dog. Like, they own, like you said it perfectly, Rod. Selective hearing. There we go. Selective hearing, dog. Selective hearing. I said it from the jump on the last episode. I don't care if Trent Richardson is fired. He ends up being a Hall of Fame. I don't got stock, bro. This is not an option stock, bro. If I bet, like, I don't have money on this, dog. Like, if Trent Richardson ends up being great and I look stupid and I'm wrong, I don't lose money. I don't got an option trade on this. I don't have a trade on this. I don't got 10,000.
You don't lose anything. Nothing is lost. Nothing. Not one thing. Not one thing, bro.
That's the craziest part about this, bro. Like, y'all, like, people, bro, the video that we did, people are already in it, bro. I said it from the jump. I want good football players because if there's more good football players, there's more good football to watch. There's one person I'm going to hell with, man. That's Trevor Lawrence, bro. Anybody else, I'm cool, dog. I'm going to hell with Trevor Lawrence, man. Me and him going to the grave together. I'm wishing on his downfall for life. Anybody else, bro, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me, dog. But, hey, listen, man. If that's what y'all want, y'all wanted me to eat crow, y'all wanted me to say I'm wrong, I got this for you, man. And I got this for you, too, man. How about that, dog? This is eat and this is crow. How about that, dog? All right. Now, what we will do is say the things that we were right and wrong about. So let's go ahead and transition into that. Rod, coming into this season, dog, we got some bad predictions, bro, boy.
Oh yeah. You know, Herbie, let me throw one out there. Let me throw one out there.
Go for it, bro. Go for it, bro.
49ers fans, y'all know I rock with y'all, man, because, you know, we run similar offensive systems, yada, yada, yada. But my man Purdy, he ain't looking too hot, man. Brock Purdy, and I know there's been a lot of injuries on the offense, but damn.
Dog, that pick he threw was egregious, man. Oh. It's like that was, you can't throw that pick, dog. Not at this level, not with what you got going on, not with what you make, not with your $55 million contract, not with Mac Jones on your shoulder, bro. He threw that was the pick of a man who saw the world falling beneath his knees, dog, and he ain't know what to do. That's the man that was drowning out there, bro. That was crazy. That was
Some
a
of the
bad
Niners
pick.
fans are already calling for Mac. The Mac cry. Listen, man, there's a Mac signal in the sky, Herbie. There's a Mac signal in the sky. There's a Mac signal.
All right, what else you got, man? What else you got, dog?
I will talk about a prediction kind of that I was right on. That Giants defensive line is looking pretty nasty.
Man, listen, Brian Burns came on. Hey, bro, I seen one person say, man, Kayvon Thibodeau would start playing like a all-pro, bro, when we draft his replacement, dog. Like, you right. You right about that.
But dude, think about it. Abdul Carter had 8 pressures. Brian Burns 6
That's
pressures.
insane.
Kayvon
That's
6
insane.
pressures.
That's insane.
Them boys was on the charges today.
Sexy Dexy had a pick, almost had a thick 6. Like that D line is pretty freaking ridiculous, dog. So let me get to some of my what we were right, and then we're just gonna go into everything we got wrong, bro. So some of the things that we got right, I don't care, bro. I'm still right. Ashton Jeanty ain't special out the gate. That's the first thing I wrote. How about that? How about that? Number 2 thing that we feel like we got right, Drake May taking a leap.
Oh man, he looked good today.
He looked really good.
He looked good today.
He looked good in a way where you're just like, okay, this is a franchise quarterback, kind of good. Like
that efficiency. Like, this was the most efficient game he's played, hands down, bar none.
Bro, even in I got some stats right here, right? So even with him having those boneheaded plays for the first 3 games, Drake May was still 8th in EPA and success rate. That's going to go all the way up because that doesn't include this game that he just played where he was a monster. Today, he was 69% on the success rate. The average is 55. So he was almost 15 points above the average. He was super efficient. And it's just like, because he has those boneheaded plays and those, bro, what are you doing? You don't realize how efficient the offense is with him, and efficient in an offense that still doesn't have a great outside receiver, still doesn't have a great running game. He's a lot better than we think. And if that was the game against the Pittsburgh Steelers where he's just like, dog, I have to get this nonsense out of me, bro. I gotta fight the urge.
4 fumbles, Herbie. Goddamn. My goodness, man.
Like, if you get Drake May to fully understand ball security, yeah, it's gonna be a problem for the league, man. Another thing, speaking of the Pittsburgh Steelers, we coming into the season, bro, we were one of the few people that said we think the Pittsburgh Steelers are actually going to be good. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 3-1. They're a flawed team, but they're a team that is clearly in the driver's seat in that AFC North. Like, who's going to beat them? Freaking Joe Flacco? Like Jake Browning? The 1-3 Ravens? Nah, they are comfortably in the lead, and we said that we thought they were going to be good. We didn't think that we'd probably be first in the division. We didn't see that, but we thought they were going to be good, man. And this is my favorite thing that I'm right about, dog. Man, y'all know me, man. Cowboys having another disappointing season, man. Of course. I can't even take credit for that. That's like action if water is wet, dog.
Well, I mean, they play tonight. You never know.
Rod, stop it. What you doing? Stop it. What you doing, man? You don't got to get that one off, man. I know we came into the season saying we're gonna be optimistic about our teams, bro. You ain't got to do that. You don't got to do that. You don't got to do that, dog. And another thing that I'm right about this one I'm so proud of, bro, because it took 5 years, bro. It took 5 long years of being consistent, standing on business like the homeboy DeAndre say, not switching up, believing in what I see. Believing in what my mind was telling me 5 years ago from his rookie season, going back to when he was the quarterback at Clemson, dog. Finally, people starting to see Trevor Lawrence for the hack that he is, man. It took 5 years, Rod. It took 5 long years, bro, but we here now. People starting to say, man, we can't just keep letting Trevor get away with this. Dang, bro. Trevor's still throwing picks in the end zone. Trevor's still throwing bad picks in the red zone. Trevor got bailed out today. Almost threw the game away today. Got bailed out with a cheap-ass pass interference. Like, Is Trevor Lawrence a bad quarterback? No. He's just overrated. And I always hated the fact that people always break their neck to make excuses for him, bro. Yuck. I hate him. He's going to hell with me, Rod. I'm taking him to
All
the
the way.
pits, man. All the way, bro. Now it's time to eat crow. Now it's time to eat crow. Rod, what are some of the things you got wrong coming into the season?
Well, shit. I mean, depending on what happens on Monday night, Herbie, I said my quarterback was overrated and overpaid. He might be a bikini bottom boy. He might be a bikini bottom boy. He might have been worse than I thought. But not seriously, man. Um, you know what? I know one thing. One thing that I could admit that I was wrong on, Herbie. Um, and he hasn't played, but I said Jaden Daniels was a top 5 quarterback. He hasn't shown that this year, man. I haven't seen it. Even in the limited game action, Herbie, I haven't really seen it, man. He's played well, but he got hurt. We'll see more of him when he plays the Chargers next week. What else?
Can I provide a counterpoint before we go to the next one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Two things could be true. He hasn't played well, and ultimately I agree, but I'm coming at it from a different point from you, right? Point of view from you. You're saying he's our top 5 quarterback because he hasn't played well. I agree with you, but I'm coming at it from a whole different perspective. I can't call him a top 5 quarterback because of how good other people have played, i.e. Matt Stafford, i.e. Baker Mayfield. Like, we got to get you out the paint. And on top of the fact that you're not even playing, I had to watch Marcus Mariota today.
2 weeks in a row, bro.
2 weeks in a row, got to get you out the paint. That it is it's not. There's 4 locks. There's 4 locks. That 5th spot is up for grabs.
Yep.
That 5th spot is up for grabs, especially if you only had 1 year. If you got that 5th spot off of 1 year of work, no. So I definitely agree with you. What was the next one that you were gonna bring up, my boy?
You know what, Herbie? You go ahead and go because I lost my train. I had it and I lost my train.
No, my bad. Just you simmer on it. So here's the things that we got wrong. Hey, you feel me? Not specifically me, right? Coming into the season. Number one, what was I thinking the Ravens were a serious team, bro? Definitely got that one wrong. Thought they were a serious team. This one really hurts. This one breaks my heart. I called Geno Smith the most accurate quarterback in the league. This dude can't stop throwing picks, right?
How many picks he got this year? 6, 7
Bro,
already?
he got about 7 already, dog, in 4 games, bro.
I think he threw 3 picks before the end of the third quarter.
He threw 2 picks last week. He threw 3 picks
Against the Chargers.
Against the Chargers, he threw 3 picks today. That boy got 8 picks. He got 8 picks in 4 games.
Damn.
And it's not like they're his picks, bro. It ain't no tip passes. Nah, bro. This man is throwing to the other team, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
Geno lost all his powers, bro. He left Seattle.
I call Geno the most accurate quarterback in the world, man. We look crazy. Our QB tiers look crazy. Aged like milk. Aged like milk. So that brings me to my next point. Putting Dak, Sam Darnold, and Justin Herbert in the glad my team isn't paying you QB tier looks horrendous right now. That might be the worst take this podcast has ever had.
We thought we were saying something too.
We thought we was cooking.
We want to say shit.
That is me eating crow. That is me eating crow. I gotta take that. I'm taking an L on that because that is preposterous in hindsight. Sam Darnold looks like an upgrade from Geno Smith. That hurts me to say. Justin Herbert looks like an MVP candidate. That hurts me to say. Dak Prescott is not the problem with the Cowboys. That doesn't hurt me to say, but that hurts me to say. So, our QB tiers look crazy. we got to be very judicious next year, bro, with our QB tiers, bro.
Oh yeah,
All y'all getting vetted. Y'all not about to do this to us 2 years in a row. Brock Purdy, you're done.
done.
Geno Smith, you're out of here.
Get out of here, Bucko.
Y'all
Get
in the
out.
bikini bottom tier until further notice. All right. Another one. Rob, we both gotta take the L, man. Matter of fact, I don't remember if you felt the same way, but I'm trying to remember because we do so much content, we done so many goddamn episodes. You can't remember every take that you had, right? But I think we said that the Lions were gonna take a step back.
Well, my take was that the Packers would win the division, which that's up in the air. They're going to be competing. They're going to be competing. I think that's still out there in the open.
Of course, but they
ain't take no step back though.
They not take a step back.
Yeah, they ain't take no step back. No.
If you could do that to the Browns defense, you a problem. Yeah. You are a problem. Up until that point, the Browns were only giving up 19 yards per drive. Do you understand how ridiculous that is? Yeah. They were giving up 19 yards per drive, 200 yards a game. The Lions curb stomped them, had their way with them, made them look pedestrian. That defense, I'm talking about, because the offense always looked pedestrian. But yeah, we look kind of crazy for that one. This is completely on me. I gotta eat crow on this one. The Cowboys, I'm half right because at the end of the day, the Cowboys are still a disappointment. But how effective Brian Schottenheimer has been as the head coach and the effect that he's had on the Cowboys offense. Listen, man, what you want me to do? The guy was a career coordinator as a Nepo baby, dog. I thought I was using common sense, bro. I clearly was wrong. But no, the offense looks so much more fun, so much more free-flowing, so much more
there's more
modern, more creativity, right? Like, and the only reason why, part of the reason why I doubted the effect that he had, because he was already there. But that just lets me know how bad Mike McCarthy was and why I stopped rooting for the Cowboys to begin with, because Mike McCarthy should have been gone 2 years ago. Like, we've wasted 2 years of what this offense could have been if Jerry did what he was supposed to do 2 years ago and cut bait with that dude, bro. Like, these dudes got a shelf life, dog. Mm-hmm. We can't be wasting their prime years because you're too cheap to pay a coach to go away because you don't believe in that. Like, I respect it. Listen, I ain't paying you for to not show up either, bro. But I don't own a team.
Right.
There's not 53 other people that are depending on you being smart and judicious and responsible with your decisions, dog. You chose your ego over having somebody who clearly, because what I did not know, and because I've been so disconnected with the Cowboys, is how much people vouched for Brian Schottenheimer, how hard they were going for him, how much they wanted him to be the head coach, because they actually saw what he brought to the table that was being suppressed by Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy. Such a clown show, man. Such a clown show, dog. And Rod, this one is going to hurt you. I was wrong. You were right. I was wrong about how effective Tyler Warren was going to be as a first-round pick. The reason why it's going to hurt you is because you wanted Tyler Warren as a first-round pick.
And the Colts got him, and they're reaping the benefits.
So elaborate on that one, man.
Listen, Herbie, I saw it on the film, man, prior to the draft, dog. But it is what it is, Herbie. I knew we weren't going to get him, Herbie. You think that the offense make moves like that? You think the Dolphins are going to make a move like that? No, of course they get a Kenneth Grant, who has been okay. He's been struggling a little bit, but he'll get, Kenneth
Bro,
Grant.
You know what's so annoying? You wanted Tyler Warren. I wanted Will Johnson for y'all. And they both balling. Will Johnson is the highest graded cornerback in the PFF right now, dog.
So annoying, dog. So annoying. It's annoying when the guys that you wanted, Herbie, end up being actually really fucking good out the gate. Right? Like, it's messed up. It's so messed up
All right, man. All right, so that's what we got right. That's what we got wrong through quarter way through
for
the
now.
season. Okay, so what we finna do? We just gonna blitz the rest of the NFL week 4 because we still got observations and we still got bad over the week. All right, so let me blitz this Chargers Giants game. Really good game, really enjoyable game. Justin Herbert, even though they didn't win, he continues to make incredible plays and drop his nuts. Like they didn't lose because of him, bro. Like that man was getting pressured on 50% of his dropbacks, right? Like at some point, what can you do at that point, right? I will say this though, people are going to overrate this performance by Jaxon Dart. And I don't want to be overly critical because it was his first game against a very good defense. That dude, after that first drive where they literally just ran spam QB draw the whole drive,
Right.
there were times where he looked like he had no idea what he was looking at. He did make some plays. There is some talent there, and there is a foundation. And I want to just make this one point. It is going to be weird. It's going to be funny to see people actually talk about Jaxon Dart because he's a white quarterback that is on the black quarterback development plan, which is you just gonna run the ball until the game slow down for you. But they're not gonna talk about it like that. They're not gonna
Right.
they're not gonna put that label on him because he's white. They're gonna say he got moxie. They're gonna say he's faster than you think.
Scrappy.
He's
Scrappy.
scrappy. When in reality, they just got that dude running around out there, bro. Until he figures out NFL defenses and gets way more acclimated with the speed. So I just want to get that out there, bro. Bucks, Eagles. The Eagles are a leper, man. Like they're the Death Star. They're the evil empire, bro. Like when they blocked another punt to score a touchdown, dog. I almost put a dent in my gaming chair, bro. Like I haven't hated a team like this since I've hated the 2007 Giants, bro. I feel alive again, Rod. I'm so happy football's back, man. I feel alive, man.
You
There's
feed.
nothing I hate, and I don't hate nothing. I wake up with a smile on my face. I'm not passionate about nothing, right? I'm very despondent. I need Sundays, man. I need to know that there's still something in here, dog. That is irrational. I hate the Eagles on an irrational level, dog. I hate them so much, and they win in the most annoying ways. They're last year's Chiefs, but this year.
Yep. They barely held on today too. The Bucks almost got them, man.
But
They
bro,
barely held on, man.
Baker threw that pick in the end zone, and then they almost had another chance again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! All right. Any thoughts that you have about week 4 before we wrap it up?
I thought this was a pretty. This week wasn't as exciting to me as like the previous week so far, but I think now we're starting to see kind of like where everybody really is in terms of the teams, in terms of who's really really good, who's going to be mid, who's going to be bad. Um, Other than that, everything I got left is like red zone stuff. So
All right, man. Let's get right into it, man. Rod's red zone observation, man. So if this is your first time watching, man, Rod has 5 observations that he picked up from red zone, man. So Rod, what are your 5 red zone observations from week 4, my brother?
first observation: the Browns need to give it up. Flacco is not it, man. I don't know. I don't know what the Cleveland Browns are trying to do, but considering you have 2 young quarterbacks between Dylan Gabriel and Shador on your bench, now I lean more towards Shador, but some people will say put in Gabriel since he was drafted higher. Hey, listen, I'm not the Browns. I'm not Stefanski, but they gotta like what you're doing with Joe Flacco is nothing outside of that first scripted drive. Joe really didn't give you much of nothing, right? He didn't give you much of anything. And at this point, you're just better off really seeing what you have. And I get it. The Browns' offensive line has not been great. And so that might be part of the reason why they keep Joe out there. But if I'm a Browns fan, I'd be so sick of that clown show. That's just me. Number 2, Bijan Robertson is not just one of the best running backs. He's one of the best players in the NFL. When I was watching on Red Zone some of the plays that he was making, I mean, he is really truly the engine of the Falcons offense. And his presence on the field, you could see it has an impact on Michael Penix, an impact on Drake London. Bijan is one of those players. He's great, and just him being on the field makes everybody else better. And that is truly the mark of a special player. So for me, I think Bijan Robinson might be a top 10 player in the NFL. That's just me. Like overall, like when you consider all the positions, he got to be top 10. Like the dude's like the things he can do with a football on top of the gravity that he brings, you can't beat that. My third red zone observation. So this is for the Giants Chargers game. On the other side, and we kind of briefly touched on this, but that red zone observation was the Giants D line is coming alive. And we've talked about it briefly, right? Abdul Carter, 8 pressures. Kayvon Thibodeau, 6 pressures. Um, Brian Burns, 6 pressures. The way that they were attacking a wounded Chargers offensive line. I mean, the Chargers lost Joe out today. I think they had basically only 2 starters on that line. So, yeah, they were going to have their advantages, but that Giants D line is looking more ferocious by the week. My fourth red zone observation this week, the Jags are lucky they played the 49ers. And I only say that because the 49ers, man, we talked about Brock Purdy in the offseason. And they listen, they got injuries, right? They don't have George Kittle. They just got McCaffrey back. The receiving core is still working things out. But I'm worried about the Niners, Herbie. You know what I mean? I'm worried about the Niners right now because I thought that they would be competing hard in their division. And it looks like the Rams are clearly the class. But then you also have Seattle. And the way Darnold looks, oh, man. I was watching Darnold on Thursday night thinking to myself, like, damn, like, this dude looks better than my quarterback. Like, I can't even make fun of this guy anymore. Like, this dude's making beautiful throws. He's accurate. He's making game-winning drives. The Niners are in trouble. And the last of my red zone observations, Herbie, and this is just some light work here. This involves the Colts and the Rams. I was gonna say this is before the game ended. Originally, I wrote that the Colts have finally come back down to earth. But to be honest, Herbie, they still look good, right? Like they lost the game, but Daniel Jones was looking like a warrior out there. They went toe to toe against the Rams, and the Colts they're very much in play for this division in the AFC South. And as of right now, even when you look at the Texans, who look like they got back on their footing, and you look at the not the Texans. The Texans who got back in their footing, and then you look at the Jags too. I still think the Colts, as of right now, still seem to be the best team in that division. Although the Jags seem like they have a really good defense, as do the Texans. The AFC South all of a sudden is just an interesting division, which is kind of crazy. Especially when you consider that the team that had the number 1 pick, and Cam Ward and the Titans, is doing so terrible. As Cam Ward would so eloquently say, we ass right now. The AFC South will never be interested. Hey, listen, man. Oh, hey, hold on, Herb. Change the screen, Herb.
We not doing that. Mm-mm. Nah, we not saying the AFC South and interesting. They should never be in the same sentence. Now, relax, relax. You relax, right? I get what you mean, but like, let's relax. Let's relax. All right. So we got 5. We got your red zone observation. You normally I'll come up behind you and just split some through, but we ain't gotta do that, bro. We gotta do bad dope because we gotta excuse me. We gotta dissect the bad dope of the week. This is the bad dope of the month. This is the bad dope probably of the past 5 years. That as long as we've doing it, this is a number 1 contender of all time bad dope. So if this is your first time watching, bad dope of the week is the worst play of the day. That could be a coaching decision, a player decision, or a overall team just falling flat on their face. This bad dope is so bad that I have to show the video, dog. Words can't do it justice, man. Adonai Mitchell turned one of the greatest football plays you will ever see into one of the dumbest decisions of all time. Look at this catch. Look at this catch. Look at this effort. Look how hard he worked. And all he had to do was run straight. Why did you try to switch hands with the ball? And they had a touchback on this play, Rodney.
Yep.
They
I saw
had
that
a
live.
they had a touchback on this play because homie wanted to beat Deshaun Jackson. Why does nobody learn from this? Like, why?
Terrible.
Bro, you already got the ball is literally secured in your arms. This was 100% self-inflicted. They lost the game because of this.
Terrible play, man.
They literally lost the game because of this. This is a 14-point swing. They don't score on this. Rams get the ball back, and the Rams scored on the next drive, I think, if I'm not mistaken. This is legendary bad dope. We might never see dope this bad again, bro. Like, this is historic. This is all-time bad dope. And my goodness, bruh, if I did that, I wouldn't be able to sleep for a week, dog.
Because it's egregious. That's why. You can't. There's no excuse.
You gotta put your phone on do not disturb, bruh. You can't talk to nobody after this, dog. You can't talk to nobody after this, dog. Yep. At all, man. All right, man. So we got that out the way, man. Rock. Let's go ahead and close out the show because the game is starting on, man. So, but I know this is a Dolphins podcast, so we do gotta go ahead and give some type of preview. I know you a little under the weather, man, so we ain't gotta stay too dang on long, bro. So, Rob, man, talk to me about the Dolphins versus Jets Monday Night Football, man. What are your thoughts about this game? What do you think is gonna happen on Monday night, my brother?
Listen, Herbie, this is the toilet bowl game of the week, right? 2 0-3 teams duking it out for one team to not be 0-4. I mean, look, Herbie. I mean, these are two teams. I don't know what expectations Jets fans have for their team. To be honest, I know Dolphins fans didn't expect the team to be this bad. But look, I mean, at this point, Herbie, the Miami Dolphins are at a crossroads, and the messed up thing about it is, if you win this game, you probably are in for like a 9-win season, which puts us right where we always are. But if you lose, it could lead to some catastrophic changes, even midseason. But at the end of the day, Herbie, we can't lose to the Jets. Like, I don't care if the Dolphins don't win any games, Herbie, except for the games where we play the Jets. And the Jets defensively have not lived up to the hype. They do get Justin Fields back, and the homie Rafi said, Justin Fields is going to look like a Hall of Famer because, mobile quarterbacks always look like the second coming of Michael Vick when they play us. But I expect this to be a high-scoring game when you consider the fact that the Jets defense hasn't been good. The Miami Dolphins defense hasn't been good. And I don't know why, but I get the feeling that out of all the games we've seen from the offense, this feels like the game where the offense is finally going to kind of resemble the offense that we've seen in previous seasons. So I'm expecting this game to be somewhat of a shootout. Even though it's two bad teams, it's going to be a game where, the offense is going to, because I don't think we're going to be able to stop the Justin Fields-led Jets offense just because they can run the ball really, really well. And look, I mean, this is going to come down to which defense could actually step up and make plays when it matters. But the Dolphins are home. It's Monday night. It's against the Jets, Herbie. I'm expecting the Dolphins to pull through with the W, man. It's going to be a hard-fought game, an exciting game. If I were to give you a final score, let's go 32-28.
That sounded so sad as you said that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You ain't even seem like you really even believe that for real, man. Like, that's the sad part, dog. Like,
Listen, man.
Ron, like, man, I'm tired. I'm sick, bro. Whatever, bro. Like, if they win, cool. Whatever, man. Whatever,
That's where I'm
man.
at, bro.
That's where you at. DC Weaver needs to open the cat house, man. Everybody scoring, man. Like, bro,
Hey,
let
hey, listen,
everybody.
Rafi. Hey, my DC said we need to start playing with violence. I don't know why he's saying that in week 4. Should have been saying that in should have been saying that during preseason in training camp. I guess now you gotta let the guys know that defensively they gotta play with violence now. I don't know why it took so long, but maybe we'll see the defense play with violence tomorrow.
Maybe we will. Maybe we will, man. But we will be back next week for another episode, man. And we will actually have a Dolphins game to react to, man, for the first time in 2 weeks, man. So with that, man, we will see y'all next week, man. Deuces.